Hello, this is Teacher Ben. Ni hao. I'm here with Wolfman, and we are going to do a English to Chinese interview.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. I would like to weed my garden.
Uh, well, garden it would be Hua Yuan. Hua
Okay.
Yuan.
What if you want to clean your garden instead of weed it?
Okay, that's easy. 我要打扫我的花园. Da sao being clean,
Okay.
and
Cleaning might be a little better than weeding, because I'm
yeah,
assuming they clean their gardens.
yes.
Harvest the rice field, or how would you do rice field?
Rice field would be mi tian. Mi tian.
How about harvest?
Harvest would be shou hua.
Okay. So if I wanted to harvest my rice field,
我要收获我的米田。
how about if I want to cook the rice?
我要做米饭。
We're throwing you off a little bit.
Yeah.
How do you say tree?
Tree. Yeah, believe it would be shoe.
Bamboo.
That one should be shoe sai.
Sorry. All right. What if I want to cut the bamboo?
我要切子shoe sai.
Okay. We're a little different now. I would like to go. What if you want to go to the market?
Okay, so market would be shichong. So 我要去, I want to go, and then shichong would be market. If it was supermarket, it'd be chaoji shichong.
Okay. And if you wanted to send me to the market to get fish, what would you tell me? How would you say that?
Well, probably the easiest verb to use would be pay. 我想陪你去not 超级市场, but 我想陪你去市场. And then did you say to buy meat?
Fish.
To buy fish. 跟你一起, together with you, my you. So together we buy fish.
Yeah. Okay. What is fish in Chinese?
You.
You. Okay. What if you want to do a fishing?
That would be diao you.
Now in Chinese, would you say you wanted to go fishing, or would you say you wanted to go catch fish?
Probably would say diao you.
Okay. Let's see. What if you want to go to the market to get fruit?
That's an easy one. Okay, so 我想去市场买水果.
Okay. Clock.
Clock would be dien. That would probably be clock on the wall. Yeah, dien.
Okay. And what time does the clock say? What time is it now?
Well, that one's easy. We don't have to talk about the clock. We can say 现在 now, G, which is what what number of it, what is the number for it, and then we have o'clock would be 点钟.
How would someone say they were going to work?
Okay, that's easy. I need 我想要 and then 去工作, or they could also say 上班, which is like that. The current state of it.
Okay. And taking the bus to work.
Okay. 我想要坐 would be to take, and then 公交汽车 is bus. Yeah. Dao is to arrive, and 工作 is work.
Now, if I'm new to China, how would you send me to the train station?
Okay, so you're asking me where the train station is, and you're looking for a response?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would be like, let's say, go forward 2 intersections would be 往前面走2个 is 2, and then intersections are 十字路口 are Hong Ludong, and that would be 2 intersections. Let's say you turn left, so then you would say 走拐 being left turn, and then maybe Zelio Maidong Lao. There is a McDonald's across from opposite Maidong Lao Doi Mian Yo Ho Chezan. That's across from the McDonald's is the train station.
Okay. Yeah. A little easier one. What if I want to? You're giving me directions to read a train station board to go from Beijing to Hong Kong.
Okay, it's a long train ride. Well, actually, they've got the Gautier, which is the bullet train, so probably about 6 hours on a bullet train. Okay, so you would want to talk about the bulletin board of all the times, and they'd be going east, west, south, and north. So that one is called Shika Biao. Yeah, so
Okay.
Biao is kind of like a watch.
Okay. So if I'm looking at the board, everything is in Chinese.
Yeah.
If I need to know which one is the one that I need to take from Beijing to Hong Kong, how would you instruct me on where to read on the board?
Oh, you're going to need to be able to recognize Chinese characters.
Okay.
Because basically, they're probably not going to be written in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what if I wanted to take a train from Beijing to, I don't know, there are any cities in China.
You can say Shanghai.
Shanghai?
Yeah.
Is it pronounced Shanghai or Shanghai?
That may be the more American version of Shanghai.
Okay.
Yeah. Shanghai means upon the sea. Yeah.
Okay. What if I wanted to take a boat?
Okay, so that would be Lun Tai, maybe ferry, but I would use Chuan. Yeah, Shang Zhou Chuan.
Okay. Now, how would you advise someone if, say, they're the first time in Chinese, they want to go visit some relatives? How would you tell them how to find where their parents are? Or not, well, not their parents, because if they're in China, then obviously they know where their parents are.
Yeah.
How would you advise them if they're trying to find a friend to go visit that friend's parents? Say, we use Jackie Chan's name Jackie as a reference. So you want to find, you want to give someone directions on how to get to Jackie's parents.
Okay, so we'd go to their company, and then we'd say, 我想要找我的朋友. That would be, I'm looking for my friend. And then when you get to your friend, you would say, 你的父亲住在哪里? Zu meaning to live, Nali being where,在哪里. Where do your relatives or your parents live?
Okay. But what if you wanted to find, say you have relatives that are in China?
Yeah.
You wanted to find your cousin.
Okay, so cousin, now the family members are complex because you have male cousin, female cousin.
Male older cousin.
Male older cousin. So that would be Biao Ge. Ge meaning older, the Ge means older male. Biao signifies that it's a cousin.
How do you say house?
House would be Fangzi.
Okay. If you wanted to find, let's see, most times in Chinese villages are that they have hierarchy, correct?
Yeah, they have prefectural level cities.
Rather than theirs are more complex than ours with just a mayor, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you wanted to find, how would you term the townhouse, the house where the leader of the town lives, where the mayor?
Ooh, the mayor. Okay. I would say mayor. That's a good question. Yeah.
Town leader.
Town leader. Chengshi is city. Town would be Shaosun. So, and leader would be Lingdai. So, yeah, so town. The mayor may be Shichong. Shi, and then Chong would be leader, but.
Okay, so the Shichong would be the town leader.
Could be wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so Shichong. How do you say house again?
Fangzi.
So Shichong Fangzi.
Yeah.
Okay.
我找市长的房子，你们城市市长的房子。Your city's mayor's house.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that one.
I'm not going to quote you.
Yeah. The word mayor.
What about okay, let's try one. I said one earlier. Ride a horse. What if you want to ride? How would you ask someone where you can go to find a horse?
Okay, so that would be 你知道, do you know? Zainali is where. Now we say I can, which would be 我可以 Zao is find. And then we would say EP ma. P is the measure word for horse. So all the nouns in Chinese have a measure word. Horse happens to be P. So
how would you say that full thing all the way out? How do I find a horse?
你知道我在哪里可以找到一匹马?
Yeah. Awesome. So what if you wanted to ride a horse?
Okay, so yeah, I figured that one would come up. So I'm thinking that I know the verb for to ride a motorcycle, to ride a boat, to ride a bus is chi zixingcha. So I'm thinking we would have a chi ma. Chi ma being the horse, chi ma. We want to ride the horse.
Okay. Now, something I've seen in a lot of movies where they say all the time, and I've been curious on what is it shishini?
Shisheni is thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shishine.
Shishene.
No, is it shishini?
Yeah, ni.
Okay, shishini. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really curious on that one.
Yeah.
How
Very
much time
good.
do we have so far?
We are at 10.5 minutes.
10.5 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, running out of stuff. I got it all written down at home.
Yeah.
How
How about I want to play soccer?
What if you wanted to buy a house?
Okay, so the Chinese gets a little complicated when you're selling and buying. It depends on your tone. Both are mai, M-A-I. So 我要买一个房子. So I basically get by context. You know, when I say I want to buy a house, they realize he's living in China. He's not selling a house.
Okay, so buy and sell mean the same thing. So depending on the context of how you're saying it, you're either going to buy or you're going to sell.
Yeah, you need to my.
What if you want to build a house?
So construction would be jianzu.
Okay.
What? So it'd be some form of jianzu. 我想建筑一个房子.
Okay. Moving into a house. Move to a house.
Okay, so to move is banja.
Okay.
Ja being family. Move the family. Yeah.
Okay. Get a job.
Okay, so that would be, I've gone over this word. Zhao is to look for, and job is gongzhou.
Zhao Gonzo.
Yeah, and then I want would be yao, wo yao.
Flowers.
Flowers are hua.
Does it depend on the type of flower?
Yeah, you can go into all sorts of different types of flower.
Okay. Airplane.
Airplane is feiji.
Okay, so if you wanted to fly on a plane.
That one is zol feiji.
Airport
would not be chi feiji. Airport is feiji, which is airport, and then field. Field is chong.
Okay, so it's an airport field.
Yeah.
So J.G. Chong.
Feiji chong.
Feiji Chong.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
How would you ask someone in Chinese? You don't even have to give an English translation of this. How would you say in Chinese? I need to go to Hong Kong Airport.
Okay, that's easy.
Or I need to find Hong Kong Airport.
我想要找香港飞机场.
Okay, so in Chinese they say Hong Kong is Shang Kong.
Yeah, Shanggong.
Shanggong.
Fragrant harbor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah.
What is Beijing in Chinese?
Bei is north and Jing is capital. So in China, they have the former capital was called Nanjing, which is Nan means south, Jing meaning capital. Tokyo is actually Dongjing, which is eastern capital. And there is really.
Isn't Tokyo in Japan?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So they include all that into one in the Asian territories.
Yeah, basically. Then they're just kind of looking for another mega city, I guess.
Okay. So China is two territories then, north and south.
The capital of Nanjing is referencing Chinese history, which, Beijing, obviously 1950 with communism, became the capital.
Okay.
So
does that reference then? Are you familiar with the Three Kingdoms?
Three Kingdoms. Yeah, relatively. We're going back 2,000 years.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Three Kingdoms, the original three territories of China, is that what this was? Is that kind of the same reference as north, south, and then?
I'm thinking Nanjing was the capital, like maybe 1300 AD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I threw a little history in there.
Yeah. The capital back in those times may have been Xi'an, where the terracotta warriors are.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you? How would you say terracotta warriors in Chinese?
That's easy. Bing Ma Yang.
Okay. And if you wanted,
Bing being soldiers.
If I wanted to know where the terracotta warriors are, how would you How would you tell me where to find them?
Okay. Okay. So I tell you how to get to the terracotta warriors. Probably gonna Zo Gongjiao Chicha. I want to take the public bus, or you might want to say train.
Okay.
Yeah. There's probably a bus going to Bing Ma Yang.
Is that where they're looking at as Bing Mayong?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that one of the cities?
Yeah, Xi'an is the capital from the ancient times.
Okay. What does Bing Mayong mean?
Bing is soldier. Uh, Ma would be horse, and then Yong. Not really sure what that one means.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of them means. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm on this side.
Yeah.
Let's say you wanted to take let's say you wanted to take the road. You want to take a bus
Hmm.
from Shanghai to Beijing.
You want to take a bus. That's going to take
It's
a
a very long
long
bus ride.
time. Okay, so 我上坐公交汽车从上海到北京.
Okay. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go a little simpler now.
Yeah.
How would you introduce yourself?
You could
Teacher
just
Ben,
say
how would Teacher Ben introduce himself in
我
Chinese?
的名字是Ben 老师.
Okay. And after you introduce yourself, how would you say nice to meet you?
Okay, so you would say 很开心认识你.
And when you're asking them, well, what is your name? Or
Okay.
who are you?
You could say 你是谁? Who are you? Or 你的名字? What's your name?
How would you say Wolfman? I know it's two words, Wolfman.
Yeah. So wolf is long. We had this in the animals one. And then man is Nan.
So long man?
Long Nan.
Interesting.
You might want to put person at the end of that too.
Might want to.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just wolf male.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. After you've introduced yourself, how would you invite me to dinner?
Okay, so Chinese oftentimes say treat you to dinner. So 我想请你吃饭.
Okay. So no, that used to be a custom in the old days. They would always invite a person to dinner or tea.
Yeah. Tea is cha, and then drink is he.
Okay. And let's see, Chinese are famous for
Noodles.
no. What's the tea?
Tea. Pu'er cha is from
Isn't there a certain type of tea that they're famous for? Not rose tea.
Lu cha, maybe green tea.
Yeah. Green tea.
And then from the Westlake would be oolong cha.
She's waving her arm.
Okay.
Let's see. So you invite someone over for green tea.
Uh-huh.
After you invite them over for green tea, you ask them to sit down. How would you invite someone to sit down?
Oh, okay. 你要坐一下. Isha being one time.
Okay. So you say one time to sit
Yeah.
down?
You sit down one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would it be something different for pull up a chair?
I would probably say Zeli. Zeli is here. Yo to have. Iga is one, and chair would be 位置.
Okay, so have one chair.
Yeah, have one chair.
Okay. How would you say that in a full sentence?
Zeli 有一个位置.
I'm not gonna try to redo that one.
Yeah, it comes out fast.
Yeah. Okay. Then once you have them sit down, you have them drinking the tea.
Yeah.
They're sitting there. How would you ask them what their job is?
Oh yeah.
So I know we went over to get a job, but how would you ask someone else what
All
do you
right,
do
so
for a living?
this goes. There's 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why. What would be Shema.
Okay, so Shema. So how would you ask them what they do? Like Shema.
So you to have what job? To have would be yo. Ni yo Shema gonzo.
Neo Shema Gonzo.
Yes, pretty good. Gonzo, yeah.
I don't know what it means, but I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah.
the hang of absolutely nothing.
You're learning.
Let's see. If you invite them to stay the night.
Nishong Zeli, Zeli being here, Shui Jiao is sleep.
Sleep here.
Yeah.
So you show them. How do you say bedroom?
Okay, so you could probably get away with saying Fangzi, but the more correct one would be Wozi.
What's it?
Yeah.
What are we at now in time?
1943.
All right, you want to stop at 20?
Yeah.
All right. So when you're telling someone goodbye, let's say they're leaving your house, how would you say goodbye to them?
Yeah, I like to kind of, exonerate my Chinese ability. So beyond just Zai Jin, I also say Bao Qi Lian Qi. Can stay in touch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're saying goodbye to someone, what's your dismissal like? If you want to say bye to them right now, how would you tell them goodbye?
Easy one would be Zai Jin. Bao Qi Lian Qi. Ming Tian Jian would be see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll let you end it there. How you want to end it? Telling everyone goodbye.
Okay. Bao Qi Lian Qi. 这里有我的subscribe. 点点一下我的 subscribe and mode 在这里。谢谢，再见。
Awesome.
Yeah. That's pretty good.